Cars aren't the first thing you expect to see at Clayton's Antique Boat Museum, but today the grounds were filled with them thanks to Concur D'Elegance. 7 News reporter Chad Charette stopped by to learn some of those vintage vehicle stories.
A fleet of classic cars sourced from across the continent, detailing over a century of history at the Clayton Antique Boat Museum's Concur D'Elegance.
This is the golden age of sport car theme, but also the celebration of Corvettes for their 70th anniversary.
And what better way to celebrate Corvettes than this C1 Corvette? It first hit the market back in the early 50s, and only about 6,000 were made, so one's in working order or a hot commodity.
I'd been considering buying one for a long time, and finally I just said, I've got to pull the trigger. I'm not getting any younger, and if I'm going to really enjoy it, I'm going to have to get one soon. So I was on a mission to find one.
Eventually, owner Robert Galt did find one, and after a new paint job, it became his favorite Corvette.
I like the style. It's very simple, it's very clean. Only one headlight is what delineates it from the next version of the Corvette.
Although the showcase was mostly made up by vintage vehicles, there were a few antique automobiles, most notably this 1939 Rolls-Royce Wraith. Only 491 were ever built.
The ride is surprisingly smooth. Even now it's comparable to a current car. And I can't imagine what it'd be like to ride in 84 years ago.
Back in the day, it'd be hard to find a more luxurious car than this. Owner Greg Barron tells us he had a pretty heartwarming reason to seek it out.
I had this car ordered for our wedding, for my wife and I to take us from the church reception, from her and her mother to the church.
Barron says he hoped to relive that memory alongside his wife, and after a lengthy search, he was able to find one.
To make the story complete, the deal for this one closed on our anniversary.
And before heading back to his wife in Kingston, Barron and his Rolls-Royce took home Best in Show. Chad Charette, 7 News.